Today I have for you a review of the Eleiko IWF weightlifting training bar. Now the Eleiko bars are the obvious choice for a lot of international and even national level competitions. It has been around for many, many years. Myself, I've used my Eleiko bar for over a decade. My wife is Commonwealth medalist, African champion, and many more achievements in Olympic weightlifting, and she even has a women's Eleiko weightlifting bar, loves it. We've tried ZKC, USACA, all of those. They're all great bars too. We just really like our Eleiko bars, and I think it's best that I show you an Eleiko bar that's been used and abused for over 10 years versus a brand new one, because then you get an idea of the actual quality of the bar. I can show you a brand new one, which is cool, but this one I've had for over 10 years. It's lived half of its life within a weightlifting club, so it got used daily, and it's still in great shape. I've literally done no maintenance on this. So as you can see, it's a little dirty around the knurling, but I want to run through just some of the specs and what to expect with this barbell. And the first thing is the quality of the bar itself. So this one has been used in a weightlifting club for many years. The coating is still on. There's no chipping or anything like that with the coating, and it's all put together very well. Now, when it comes to the knurling when this first came was moderately aggressive. It's gone down a lot with use, but it's still very grippy and better than most other bars you'll find. If you get the brand new Eleiko weightlifting training bars, they're a little less aggressive than the previous versions of them, so you're not gonna tear your hands training with it. The reason you wanna go for a training bar over a competition bar is a competition bar has super aggressive knurling that you cannot train with daily. You're just gonna rip your hands to pieces. So go with a training bar. Now, when we're talking sleeves, these spin very, very well. I mean, I'm showing you without plates on there, but even if you have plates on there, I'll show you some clips of those, they spin forever. Some people don't like how much spin there is going on with Eleiko bars. I personally really like it. I've trained with some other bars that don't spin as much. They're still fine. Obviously, if you're training with non-weightlifting bars that barely spin, that's the problem. But most of the time you're gonna be good. These have needle bearings, so these will do you well. You obviously have the weightlifting markings with the knurling. You have a center knurling, but it's not really a knurling. It's kind of just a pattern on there, which is completely fine. When we're talking warranty, you have 12 years warranty on this. I mean, I've had this for over 12 years and I've had zero problems. Eleiko tend to make very, very good quality equipment, so I wouldn't even worry about that. 12 years is plenty of time for you to use and abuse the bar, and it will still be in great shape. The price is where it trips a lot of people up, and we're talking over $1,000 for a brand new Eleiko weightlifting bar. But I always say, when it comes to building your home gym, the pieces of equipment that you want to invest in are the barbell, your bumper plates if you're doing Olympic weightlifting, and then your rack. Those three things is where you want to spend the most of your money. Everything else, you can be a cheaper one. You can cheap out on those pieces of equipment, but for bars, plates, and racks, that's where you want to spend your money, because the quality on those, they will last forever and they're not going to break down on you. If you get a very cheap bar and you start throwing it around, you can run into some problems. Same thing with your rack. If you're having a cheap rack and you're doing heavy squats and heavy rack work, yeah, you're probably going to run into problems too. So spend the money on those things, then everything else can be put into a budget, essentially. So who is the Eleiko IWF weightlifting training bar for? This is for seriously or recreational competitive weightlifters, Olympic weightlifters to be exact, just so you don't confuse the term with other forms of lifting. If you are not a competitive weightlifter, or you're just dabbling in the Olympic lifts just for a bit of training fun, this bar is not for you. This bar is it costs too much money to worry about that if you're not competing. If you are competing, the IWF training bar is the perfect option. They calibrate it so it's very close in terms of weight. So a 20 kg bar is likely to be 20 kgs. Cheaper bar might not be, it might be heavier or lighter. It's also used in many competitions. Obviously, if you're in the States, you've got Rogue sponsoring many events, so there's Rogue bars and things like that. But you know, if you're a more serious weightlifter, this is the bar that will last you forever. Again, if you're just dabbling, doing CrossFit, etc., you can get away with a slightly cheaper bar. Maybe some kind of Rogue bar or hybrid training bar will suit you better. There'll actually be a link in the description that will take you to this bar. But if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. I'm gonna get some more gear reviews for you done. Let me know if there's anything you want reviewed, or if you have any questions on what I just went through.